Okay, still sick. It's sickness 2.0. It's morphed. The symptoms have morphed. They've changed somewhat. Oh well, that's the way it goes, right? Ugh. We let's start this again. As God's romance poet, I encourage you not to receive God's favor in vain. For he says, in the acceptable time I listened to you, and in the day of salvation I helped you. How did he do that? How did he do that? He sent me to you, so that indeed now is the acceptable time. Indeed now is the day of salvation. I in no way constitute an obstacle to your romantic happiness, and as a result of my artistic expression, my artistic expression cannot be blamed. But in all things, I have recommended myself as the answer to your prayers with much endurance in oppressions, in obfuscations and confusions, in denial and accusations, in blame shifting, in stonewalling, in disappearances, in fears, in doubts, in insecurities, in trauma responses, in angry outbursts, in emotional manipulations, in addictions, in you name it, like all that comes between lovers, in oppressions and necessities, in tight corners, in physical blows, in abandonment, in betrayal, in flirtations, in labors, in sleepless nights, in prayer, in heartache, in grief, in yearnings, in delusions, in deceit, in fasting, with purity, with knowledge, with perseverance, with kindness, with the power of the Holy Spirit, with uncritical love, by means of the truthful message that God has placed in my art, in my heart, by means of God's power, I wield a foot soldier's weapons. The weapons being the state of being right with God and being aligned with the message God's given me to give to you, both in my right hand and my left. And I do this whether I'm being praised or dishonored, whether I have a bad reputation or a good reputation. I do this as someone who's wandered off the right path, and yet as someone who is on the true path. As an unknown person to you, as a person unknown to you, yet fully known to you. I am sad, but always happy. I am poor, but making you wealthy. I don't have anything, yet also I give you everything. I am completely open with you. I have opened my heart to you. Any constraint in our relationship is in your feelings, not mine. So, in return, take your turn, and you be open too. I am jealous about you, and my jealousy is godly. I have promised you a husband so that I might present you as a pure, unmarried bride. Yet I am afraid that, just as the snake beguiled Eve with his treachery, so your mind might become corrupted and turned away from the simplicity to be found in the matters pertaining to our love affair. Now, if the snake comes and proclaims another romance other than the one I proclaimed, or if you take hold of another hand other than the one you took hold of, other than my hand you took hold of, or a different art form, a different vision, a different dream, or a different dream from the one you welcomed in me, well, wait, you managed to do that easily enough. Now, I calculate that I'm in no way inferior to any other love interest that catches your eye. If indeed I am amateur in speech, amateur in so many other ways that I am amateur in, I am certainly not amateur in love. To the contrary, I have made that clear to you in every respect. I have not committed a sin by abasing myself, lowering myself, so that you would be exalted, announcing this romance to you free of charge. And always I have kept myself from being a burden to you, and I will continue to do so.